I'd like to give a huge thank you to Egoscue, and specifically Amber. About a year ago, I broke my back. First fracture of my L1 vertebrae. And at this point, I was training for a triathlon. I was running on a daily basis, biking on a daily basis, and I went from that to barely being able to walk. It changes your life overnight. I've been through the whole medical system. Neurosurgeons, second opinions, talking about physical therapy, talking about surgery. And at a certain point, not only does these sort of injuries impact you in a physical way, it gets to you mentally too. You start losing your energy, you lose your hope, you lose motivation, you lose your confidence. So getting these things fixed is imperative to the quality of your life. Luckily, I came across Egoscue. I gave them a call. I was skeptical, but they seemed very confident from the beginning. I had my first meeting with Tim and Amber, and it was magic from the beginning. They worked me through a whole system specifically for me after analyzing my situation. They were very careful to make sure that we weren't pushing it too far or too quickly, and I left that first session 4 months after breaking my back, feeling at least an order of magnitude better than I had previously, and feeling more aligned and more functional than I thought would be possible, especially in that short amount of time. It was only about an hour, I think it was. So after that first session, I was sold. I signed up with Amber, and we set up our weekly sessions, and it was the first time I had felt some hope that I could go back to a normal life and possibly even back to training for triathlons. Safe to say, after 16 sessions with Amber, my body awareness is at an all-time high. I understand how everything connects together, and I feel strengthening throughout all my different muscles. The crazy thing is, I've gone back to running, I've gone back to biking, I'm back to where I used to be, but I don't have the same issues that I used to have. I used to get soreness in my hips and my ankles, the fronts of my shins. All of that is gone. My structure is so much stronger than even before I broke my back. And even just this week, I just got back from a long international flight, and being 6'5", I think it's safe to say these plane seats aren't made for me. So I get off the plane, not feeling so great, back is a little sore, everything's out of alignment. I go back, do my Egoscue menu that Amber had made for me, and I feel perfectly fine after. Everything's back in alignment, I'm feeling strong again. And the most important part, they actually care. I've been through a ton of doctors, I've been through a ton of physical therapy. None of it has ever been like this. They hold you accountable. You have another team member who's pushing for your health. They don't try to fit you into their system, they make the system work for you. It's something different that if you have any doubts, check it out. I've recommended it to all my friends, all my family members. It's worth it. The only thing is that I wish I would have started sooner, especially before I broke my back. Just to have that balance through the training is something that would have been invaluable at that time. So I feel great, I'm back to running, I'm back to biking. I owe it all to Egoscue. Thank you, Amber, thank you, Egoscue. I look forward to keep working with you in the future. Thanks.